Aspinall's a freak. Even Francis, who's like the greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. But Jon has been used to fighting guys like Alexander Gustafsson, guys who are really fast at light heavyweight. So the speed is not going to be as much of an adjustment. He fought Lyoto Machida. Machida was a lightning bolt, man. And he caught Jon a bunch of times. But then there's the thing of getting caught by Lyoto Machida is not like getting caught by 255-pound Tom Aspinall.
Aspinall is a physical anomaly. Even Francis Ngannou, arguably the most terrifying power puncher in heavyweight history, doesn't move like him. Tom's speed is on another level, far beyond what you normally see in the division. That said, Jon isn't unfamiliar with quick opponents. At light heavyweight, he's faced guys like Alexander Gustafsson, who brought elite speed and movement, and Lyoto Machida, whose strikes came like lightning. The difference here is impact. Getting tagged by Machida is one thing. Getting hit clean by a 255-pound Tom Aspinall is something else entirely.
Who's next big heavyweight star?
Tom Aspinall, the guy who just won the interim title. He's phenomenal. And he is, again, the next the next advancement of the evolution of the sport.
How so?
Well, because he can do everything. That guy's got elite jiu-jitsu. He's got elite takedowns. His striking is outstanding. Like, I've seen a lot of heavyweight, even Francis, who's like the greatest, scariest power striker I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. No one's scarier than Francis. Francis does not move like Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is significantly faster than every other heavyweight. That's a real problem because he's a heavyweight and he's a big guy, a really big guy, but he moves so fast. And so his speed has always been like extraordinary compared to other heavyweights. Like, he just fucking moves in. It's all like fast, explosive movements. So he's got natural speed, but then he's also got a lot of training to execute quickly. So when he moves in, he closes the gap. You can see like he's fast for a big guy.
Right.
I want to see it so bad.
Jon was shitting all over Aspinall, saying that
I think that's a bad way to go.
He was lucky that he blew his knee out with Curtis Blades because Curtis was teeing off
doing
on him.
well.
Unless Jon avoided him, unless Jon used his wrestling to avoid exchanges, you know what that's all about.
Correct. It's called the Shab Shutdown.
Shop shut down.
So 7-part series
Cyborg.
Yes. The Stipe fight, which is just like, it's a weird thing.
Aspinall's an athlete, man. He's such a good athlete.
Freak athlete.
Very fast. Very fast for a heavyweight.
So fast.
Yeah, but we felt the same way about Cyril Gane, though.
Yeah. But
Cyril Gane doesn't have wrestling, doesn't have jiu-jitsu. Aspinall's like legit on the ground. Very legit on the ground.
So legit that his dad owned jiu-jitsu gym. His dad's a black belt. He started doing jiu-jitsu at 2.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Aspinall is past the first round, right? Because we've seen him. He looks so fast. He looks, you're like, nobody moves like him. He looks like a younger Kane.
Right.
But he just keeps knocking these guys out so quick. So I'm like, let me see him past the first round to see if he has that cardio as well.
That single remark has poured fuel on the fire of the ongoing debate in the MMA community. When Joe Rogan weighs in on a fight like this, it's not just background chatter. Fans tune in, discussions blow up online, and even fighters start taking notice.
Jon Jones, one of the greatest of all time.
He's going to come back. He's going to fight Tom.
Yes. You don't think so? No? Really?
For what?
For glory.
He already has the glory.
Yeah, one more glory before the lights fade.
Yeah.
Jon's a conqueror.
He's the best of all time. No one can say the opposite of that. He's the best.
He's fucking terrifying.
Jones is the heavyweight champion. He's an incredible fighter. You know, he's incredible. He's one of the greatest of all time. I don't think he can hold a candle to Tom. I think Tom will do the same thing to Jon Jones as what he did to Marcin Tybura. I don't think there's anyone that can stop Tom Aspinall. He's that good. He's that switched on. And he's just a great guy as well.
This has moved far beyond simple hype or social media back and forths. It's no longer just about call-outs or championship politics. The conversation has shifted to the fight itself. Who would dictate the tempo? Who would adapt better under pressure? And ultimately, who would impose their will when it matters most?
Weighing 215, he would fight Tom Aspinall better than him weighing 245 pounds. In his 205 frame, he could fight Tom Aspinall better than he'd fight him at that 250 because that's not his weight class. While he didn't last long with Cyril, he didn't look as fast. He carried more weight. Cyril just did some weird stuff. And Jon, you don't make mistakes against Jon.
Jon Jones is a bad guy who's trying to be a good guy. If we were living 1,000 years ago, he would be on a horse with the biggest battle axe, hacking heads off, and everybody would be running. And those people have always existed. These dominators have always existed. But Jon is like a genuinely sensitive, intelligent guy who's trying to do the right thing. But he's a fucking conqueror. He's a fucking conqueror. That's the thing that's inside of him that leads him to...
When two of the most dangerous heavyweights on the planet meet at the height of their abilities, the outcome is pure mystery. Jon Jones has built a career on adapting to any challenge, outthinking legends, dismantling champions, and neutralizing some of the most feared fighters in MMA. His grappling, strategic brilliance, and unmatched control in the chaos of a fight have not only earned him titles, but kept his record unblemished for well over a decade.
In my opinion, if you look at his body of work over the last 15 years, he's like as close as you can get to perfection as possible. He's like 37, 38 years old, but not only that, he's got 1 million miles on the clock. So he's got a lot of damage on the body. He's took a lot of shots to the head. And that's not me saying anything negative about it. That's the reality of it. And I'm sure Jon Jones is aware of that. And he's fighting one of the most concussive punchers in UFC history. And I just think I can exploit it. Like, I think to get out the way of me for 25 minutes at this point in his career without getting hit once, and that's all I need is just one, I think that's going to be very difficult for anybody.
An idea. He was the one who delayed and delayed and delayed till Francis was out the fucking door. He could have fought Francis a long time ago. If he'd just taken the chance of going up the heavyweight earlier, we could have had him versus a prime Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez was 240. Jon Jones is 260, 265. And you're telling me Cain Velasquez was too big for him? What a load of shit. Stipe Miocic could have fought him in his prime, another one who was no bigger than Jon Jones. So when he's giving it the big and being like, oh, well, people always think someone's going to come and dethrone me. And yeah, I get the narrative. That was the way at light heavyweight. There was always that next guy coming up. But you ain't never fought an animal like Tom Aspinall, who is as quick on his feet, who has the speed that he does at 260 pounds, who has the heavy hands that he does. You have never been in there with a beast like that. It's just not happened. I'm not saying that means Aspinall wins, but for people to do the Tyson Fury thing of going, oh, well, he's always won, so therefore he always will win.
Can Tom become the heavyweight GOAT? I'm not sure. He has all the tools too. He does, and he's young. People forget that about Aspinall, you know, and he's just had surgery and he's healed and he's healthy, ready to go, looking to stay active, you know. So it's a really good combination for him right now. It's almost destined to be. I could see Pavlovich catching him though. That's the only problem, right? There could be a moment where Pavlovich catches him.
To beat Jon Jones, you need to have fast eyes, fast reactions, fast reflexes. And Stipe Miocic at 42 years old just doesn't have the reflexes anymore. No. That someone like a 31-year-old, I don't even think I'm in my prime yet, but almost prime fighter has.
But Aspinall, so far, the way he dispatched off
the Russian guy,
oh my God. And he's fast, but he's the same height as me, if not an inch taller, but thick. Yeah. And I was like, you're a lot thicker than I would expect. Yeah. And the speed, that's the thing that I'm like, okay, that's the danger. But again, grappling, he's a black belt, but Jon is...
It's different.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. They got to fight. But if they don't ever fight, we'll never know. Because we had that with Jon and Silva. We had that with Silva and GSP. So all these fights we will never see.
Tom Aspinall, however, offers a challenge unlike anything Jones has faced before. He's not your typical heavyweight throwing looping punches. His game is sharp, precise, and explosive. With speed that mirrors a middleweight, the power of a sledgehammer, and the composure to dismantle elite opponents with surgical precision, Aspinall is as complete and dangerous as they come.
You want to talk about a guy with sprints. Yeah. You want to talk about a guy with fast twitch. Aspinall's one of the fastest heavyweights. He might be the fastest heavyweight in the history of the sport. I don't think anybody moves like that guy does. At a 250 plus pound frame, his movement's extraordinary.
Jon Jones or Tom Aspinall. So if you don't know MMA world, sorry to bore you, but Tom Aspinall is UFC's #1 right now. Jon Jones is, you know, he's seen as the best MMA fighter on the planet. Dana White's got a massive for him, says he's unbeatable. Honestly, I think if you put Jon Jones and Tom Aspinall in a room and said one man leaves, I think Tom Aspinall leaves that room. I genuinely do. I think, and I think Jon Jones, I mean, I can't badmouth the guy. He's got an amazing record, but he's definitely ducking Tom Aspinall. 100%. And I think he's even said he doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall after his next fight. He's pretty much going to retire after this fight, so he's ducking Tom Aspinall. I mean, he can say what he wants, but actions speak louder than words. So there we go. Anyway, to answer that question is Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is kicking Jon Jones.
When Joe Rogan points out that Aspinall could have the upper hand, it isn't coming from a place of hype or trash talk. It's an observation rooted in skill analysis. He's talking about the speed gap, the precision of movement, and the unique way Aspinall dictates range and positioning in a way unmatched by anyone else in today's heavyweight division.
Jones picking his fights.
Aspinall is very talented, legacy-wise. Pereira is a good fight for him. I think Jon has gotten better. He shut out the longest winning heavyweight champion there was.
I mean, do you think Tom Aspinall and Jon Jones will actually fight?
I think they will.
Do you think the Aspinall-Jones fight happens?
Got to happen.
How do you think that plays out?
I'll be honest, Tom's a friend. I love Tom. He's one of the coolest dudes in the whole of MMA. Even though Jones is getting old, I just can't pick against Jon Jones. I've been watching Jon Jones since 2010.
How has he been in the game so long?
I know, it's mad. He's got proper longevity, and the one thing I do think Jon Jones has got the best in the world and the best ever is fight IQ. He game plans to beat people. He doesn't fight the same way every fight. He has a perfect game plan to beat that person. As much as I love Tom and I want Tom to win, I couldn't pick against Jon Jones. It's just something I couldn't.
At the moment, the fan base is sharply divided, and the arguments are only getting more intense. One side insists that Jon's wealth of experience would tip the scales, believing the occasion itself could rattle Aspinall. They point out that under the brightest lights, very few fighters have shown the ability to rise the way Jon has. In their view, he'd smother Tom in close quarters, neutralize his stand-up, and slowly break him down with a calm, calculated approach that comes from years of championship battles.
Is Jon Jones scared to fight you?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the thing with Jon is conning the public, man.
Whoa. And Logan Paul, it's his favorite fighter.
Yeah. Oh, is it really?
Well,
yeah. Listen.
I mean, he's definitely top three. He's definitely top three.
Absolutely. I'm not disputing that he's an amazing fighter. I think the fact that he didn't want to fight Ngannou for 3 years, and now he's not wanting to fight me for over a year, and the way he manipulates the media and the public is super smart. I'm not taking.
See, I think pound for pound, and we won't ever find out. I think Tom Aspinall is the best. I think.
Who knows?
I think Tom beats him.
Who knows if Jon beats him? Jon might beat him up.
Yeah, he could.
Jon might take him down and fucking ragdoll him on the ground,
Jon easily could, because we don't know how good Jon is either,
and we also don't know what happens to Tom Aspinall in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds. We have zero
because no one's gotten there.
No one's even gotten close.
There's so many question marks, and we don't know how good Jon is.
Right?
You can't tell me Jon's the best of all time, or he is the best GOAT, but you can't tell me he's the baddest heavyweight on the planet after being an older Stipe. That's not going to do it for me.
Right.
Aspinall looks fucking good, and he's in his prime.
Man, but Cyril Gane almost beat Francis. I know you can say the thing about the knee, and Jones just smoked him.
Went right through.
We also didn't know fucking Cyril Gane was a fucking 3-stripe white belt. That's news to me.
However, plenty of respected analysts and former fighters see it differently. They argue that, at this point in Jon's career, Aspinall might be the most dangerous opponent he could face. A stylistic nightmare with the tools to exploit any gaps that may have formed over time.
It's an appearance on Demetrius Johnson's YouTube channel. It says, "I've been inactive for nearly a year, and I'm just being told to wait. I don't care about fighting Jon Jones. I just want to be the undisputed champion." Jon left a comment saying, "Shut your mouth and do as you're told."
I see quite a few people in here calling me a duck. I'm a duck. Call me a duck. Call me a chicken. Call me a goat. Call me a dog. I'm not in high school anymore, guys.
You are ducking. You're ducking the opportunity. You're taking that opportunity away from someone else. You are robbing someone else of the same opportunity and the same dream that you have already realized and lived. That is selfish. That's not how the game works. And so it's on the UFC to make the call. Make the call. And you know what? They may have already made the call. And it may be happening at MSG, and we're all being, we're all being taken for a ride here. But honestly, if that is the case, come out and say it. And please tell Tom Aspinall, for the love of God, because by the time that fight happens, if it does happen on that day, it's going to be a year. We're approaching a year since his last fight, and that fight lasted 60 seconds. It is a travesty. It is a crime what is happening to Tom Aspinall in the prime of his life, in the prime of his career. Give up the belt or fight. That's it. Defend or vacate. That's it. It's great. We're all happy for you. I love the fact that you turned your life around. Truly. Trust me, I was there. We did the walk and talk in Albuquerque. I covered it all. It actually warms my heart. But you got to keep...
They highlight Aspinall's blend of speed, timing, and precision, his knack for slipping danger and then unleashing fight-ending bursts in close quarters. That, they say, is the exact style that can trouble Jon the most. Add in the long layoff, the carefully chosen matchups in recent years, and the fact that today's heavyweight landscape is far different from the 205-pound division Jon once ruled, and the challenge becomes even clearer.
Aspinall, goddamn. It's like you risk going down as no matter what, you don't have to fight again. Greatest of all time, people will say that. You're the greatest of all time, greatest of all time, Jon Jones. Or you risk it, go fight Tom Aspinall, possibly lose, and then it's like, he was the greatest. Then they're saying, yeah, but he wasn't in his prime.
He's the fastest, quickest, most powerful heavyweight on the planet. He's the favourite against Jon Jones. And no man alive can beat Tom Aspinall, in my humble opinion. And that's with the greatest of respect to Jon Jones.
Toe came out of his skin when he fought me. He wrapped it himself to go to the press conference. He didn't want to miss his press conference. So he wraps it himself because the doctors refused. That's inappropriate treatment. We're not going to do that. We're taking you to the hospital. This is a tough guy. And when it comes to grit, and you gotta have it, we know for sure that Jon does. Now, that doesn't mean that Tom does not. But we don't know that. And we don't know that those punches are as hard and as fast with equal accuracy.
Reality is, Jon Jones is now the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And when he fights Stipe Miocic, and if he is victorious, then he has to face Tom Aspinall next. This is just the way the world works, okay? And if he refuses to fight Tom Aspinall next, then we got to start having a serious conversation as to whether or not this man should be stripped. Jon is the undisputed champion of the world. Tom is the interim champion. This is how it works. They face one another. He's calling out Alex Pereira for a legacy fight. That wasn't your thinking at light heavyweight. You were taking on all comers. And that is what a champion is supposed to do. Take on all comers. What I'm saying is sounds crazy. I'm not saying this as a Jon Jones hater. But if this was boxing, Jon Jones would be stripped.
It all comes down to one crucial question. What if Jon can't dictate the rhythm? That's where Aspinall thrives. He's patient, deliberate, and deadly accurate, biding his time until the perfect moment to strike. If Jon can't neutralize that pace, can't tie him up or drag him into the kind of grinding fight he used to dominate at light heavyweight, the momentum could shift in a heartbeat and quickly turn into a fight slipping away from him.
When you watch the video of him and Cormier, and they don't know that they're live being filmed.
Oh my God.
And Cormier says, I had to come over there and spit in your fucking face right now.
I wish they would let me next door so I can spit in your face.
And Jon Jones says, I would fucking kill you.
You know I would absolutely kill you if you ever did something like that,
You
right?
could never kill me.
I'm not saying it, but I would fucking kill you.
I would literally kill you if you spit in my face.
Yeah, let's try that, Jon.
Jon Jones has like German Shepherd dogs that can do all the attack shit, shoots guns. Jon Jones has a very dark side to him.
He's one of the greatest fighters of all time, period, in all of combat sports. And I don't think people give him enough credit. The guy is undefeated. He's never lost in MMA. Went right through fucking Murderer's Row at light heavyweight, then moves up to heavyweight and wins in heavyweight.
And they say he's crazy. What do you think about that?
All fighters are crazy. You know that. But what makes Jon Jones so fucking unique and so special is if you look at all the things that he did outside of the octagon and outside of the sport, yet still destroyed everybody that he fought. It's pretty fascinating.
Yet, there are those who insist people are counting Jon out far too soon. They believe true greatness doesn't just fade away. And if there's anyone built for moments like this, it's him. With his unmatched reach, unconventional striking angles, and sharp defensive instincts, he remains one of the most dangerous strategists ever to step into the cage.